All right, so lesson 9 is about horizontal stretches and squashes. Our last lesson, you might remember, was vertical stretching and squashing. And with vertical stretching and squashing, we did the multiplication outside the parentheses, and we did not do the opposites. Well, in this case, we're going to do the same thing. We're still going to do multiplication, but we're going to do the exact opposite. So it will go inside the parentheses, as you can see right here. And we're going to do the opposites as it says right here. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at our example here. So let f of x equal x squared minus 5. Suppose the function g of x can be obtained by stretching the graph horizontal of f of x by a factor of 3. Write the function notation for g of x in terms of f of x. So the key in this case is that we're stretching the graph horizontally. So I'm going to circle that. And the factor is 3. So what that tells me, according to my lesson notes, is that the multiplication is going to go inside the parentheses, and I'm going to do the opposites. So what do I mean by that? I mean I'm going to write g of x equals f of x, okay? And I'm going to do the multiplication. I'm going to do the multiplication inside the parentheses, but instead of writing multiply by 3, I'm going to write the opposite of that because that's what the lesson notes say. So the opposite of multiplying by 3 is actually multiplying by 1/3. I'll say it one more time. The opposite of multiplying by 3 is multiplying by 1/3. So again, the multiplication goes inside the parentheses, and I have to do the opposites. Okay, it's almost kind of like I did when I did with horizontal shifts. I had to put the plus or minus inside the parentheses, and I had to do the opposite. Well, I'm doing the same thing here. Opposite of multiplying by 3 is multiplying by 1/3. So this right here is the answer to number 1. Okay. So let's look at number 2. Suppose the function h of x can be obtained by squashing the graph horizontally of f of x by a factor of 1/4. Write the function notation for h of x in terms of f of x. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did. Okay, again, the multiplication, the multiplication is going to go inside the parentheses. So let me get a different color here. So I'm going to put the multiplication inside the parentheses, but instead of writing times 1/4 inside the parentheses, I'm going to write the opposite of multiplying by 1/4. So what's the opposite of that? Well, the opposite of multiplying by 1/4 is multiplying by 4. So this right here is our answer for number 2. And that is really it for lesson 9. Your cool down tonight will be a problem just like this.